Hello and welcome back to Rogue Trader. We have entered Chapter 2 and it is time for us to talk to our crew and see how they're feeling about things. We've arrived at Footfall, which is a fairly big port, and a lot of them have different objectives for what they're doing here. So, let's speak to our Voxmaster first, shall we? Lord Captain, the ship informed me of our imminent meeting. Have the Vox Spirits brought you anything interesting lately? You may be interested to know that a group of officers was discussing a grim rumour over lunch. Word has it the apparition of Lord Captain Theodora has been sighted on board lately. Yes, you heard right. They say she is haunting the decks, dragging wayward crew members off into oblivion. Disquiet has spread throughout the ship, as the anomaly has been reported in different sections, sometimes entire kilometres apart. The Voxmaster leans closer to you. Master Heinrichs van Kalox expressed interest in our communication stations and Voxnets a short while ago. The interrogator appears to be very well versed in the matters of sacred technology, and it worries me. A man of his knowledge and in his line of work is capable of discreetly planting his own devices in our systems. We will be vigilant, Lord Captain, but you should try to be more careful as well. Okay, interesting. I'll leave you to it. Now I'm expecting each of these little bits of dialogue to be a lot shorter than our initial dialogue with these people, just because we don't have to ask them their entire life story this time. We're basically just saying, can you give me an update? So it should be a little bit of a quicker exercise. Let's go speak to Cassia, who's down here. I don't know if Cassia's going to have anything to say, but well, I guess we'll speak to her anyway. Hello.
Words cannot describe how boring the bridge is without our stimulating conversations.
Well, goodbye.
I have...
She had nothing to say to us. Now, Argenta has asked for us to go and meet Hieronymus, I've forgotten his second name, on Footfall so that she can get permission to stay with us.
Greetings.
Alright. There might be nothing to do here, in which case we'll be landing on Footfall. Ravor? Do you know anything about a ship named the Fiery Reckoning? Ravor winces as if in pain. I've heard the name. That much I'm sure of, but I can't recall the details. Wonder if it was part of that operation the late Mort was put in charge of. If it was, then there's nothing I can tell you, Captain. The whole thing was kept under wraps. Your best chance would be to ask the High Factorum. Maybe some of his treasury records have mentionings of this Fiery Reckoning. Okay. I want to do this because we did this previously, but we had less party members. Let's see if he has anything to say about the new ones. Okay, so we've spoken about Janice, Voxmaster, Viserion, Talas. Okay, so he doesn't have anything to say about anyone else anyway. Alright, well, first group have been fairly straightforward. So let's head up here and speak to Abelard.
Lord Captain.
Alright.
Lord.
Heinrichs.
To what do I owe this visit?
Okay. Now, he did say he was leaving us, but, like, I believe that about 0%. I don't think there's any chance he's leaving us. Maybe I'm wrong, but I don't think that's going to happen. I still haven't entered the codes to get the items or whatever you get in the Lord Captain's quarters, so we don't need to go there. I should probably do that before the game ends. Not that we're anywhere close to that, but just a reminder for myself. Janice, hello. Okay. So far, we've had one update. Now, you're going to be very upset at me, Pascal, I'm sure. So let's see.
The Omniscient knows all, comprehends all.
Okay, on the other hand, he has nothing to say. Talas? Or Adira, as we generally call her. You seem to have a very strong reaction to what Argenta said by the broken lens.
It was just my nerves playing up. Something about our little saint doesn't sit right with me, and I trust my gut. Oh sure, she seems straight as an arrow and as predictable as a hangover after drinking. But when I look at her, something about her makes my brain itch. After that conversation, I tried to listen to what was being said about her. Beyond the door, what I heard was strange. Blood in her past, twilight in her present, and something like a star leading her. But where is it leading her? I saw several roads, and all of them frightened me.
And what does it all mean?
If I knew, I would have told you. Hearing things clearly requires cooperation from the other person you know. But that cobra just hisses and spits its venom at me. I don't trust her one bit.
Do you think I should keep an eye on her?
It certainly wouldn't hurt. I'll keep a watch on her too. Ugh, if only I knew what it meant. Maybe it means danger for her. Or maybe danger coming from her.
Okay. I'll leave you to it. Not a lot there, but, you know, something to chew on. Okay then. Well, my plan of going around and talking to everyone today has been rather thwarted by nobody having anything to say. So I guess we're landing on Footfall. Incognito, as we have decided already. Let's see. Should be alright. Oh, okay. We've got a lot of things happening here. Lord Captain, Ravor's voice over the Vox sounds weary rather than annoyed. We get reports of several ships moving towards us, judging by the fact that they're not responding to our hails, and the telemetry shows a trail of macro batteries. They're not here for a chinwag. Ready to issue orders to prepare for battle at your command. Where do they come from? Why haven't you noticed them before? The rubbish of Furibundus. I'm not talking about these wrecks that are about to open fire. I mean the remains of meteorites, gas clouds, refuse from the shipyards, all bunches together, and the smaller ships hide behind it to harass ships as they emerge from the warp. Could this be the work of Kunrad Voigtver? The silence over the Vox lasts for several seconds. It's possible. He could have hired some scum, or maybe it's just a pirate who saw the state of our ship and decided to push his luck. Can we evade this combat? Ravor snorts, or perhaps chuckles. I don't think so, Lord Captain. There's no reason to. It'd be easier to blast these scum to smithereens than to evade them. While we're in Footfall, we're coming with a few macro salvos. On my order, all stations get ready for void combat. So this is a mechanic I knew was in the game, but have no idea anything about it. There's ship combat, ship management and things, which we've done nothing with so far, so let's see. Okay. Interesting. You've engaged the enemy in space combat. Battles in space and on the surface of planets work quite differently from one another. In space combat, the battlefield is separated into 3 zones marked by various degrees of brightness. Acceleration zone, mid-movement zone, end movement zone. Ships travel at high speeds even during combat, which is why both your ships and those of your enemies must move a certain distance each round. You can only end your turn once your ship has traversed this minimum required distance upon entering the end movement zone. Okay. You can only end... Okay, that's fine. To move the ship, click the left mouse button on any accessible cell on the battlefield. Once you do, you will see a hologram of the ship that will allow you to evaluate the efficiency of future attacks and actions from that position, just as you would in regular combat. Click the left mouse button again to confirm your choice and command the ship to move. Alternatively, you can click right mouse button to remove the hologram. Okay. So, what have we got here? So we got a Mars pattern macro battery. We also have nobody assigned to any position. I'm not sure if that's a problem. Let's just shoot there. This fires 2 shots in this circle around us. And also shoot there. Lance weapon in front of us. Voss pattern torpedo tubes. Okay. Interesting. And then voidship ram. Yeah, I'd rather not do that as my first choice. So let's get 50 health. 4 shots dealing 14 damage per shot. So that is 56. Alright. That seems like that would work. So we could go up here, blast them. This is 2 shots. That is not enough. This one we would have to beat in facing them, and it's not guaranteed. I think our best move is to do something like this, and then that. Let's see. Attacking with weapons. Your ship is equipped with an arsenal of weapons, which differ from, in terms of... I was reading that. Some ships are protected by shields. To deal damage to such an enemy, you must first pierce their shields. 2 shield arrays cover the ship's sides. One protects its bow, the other its stern. When facing the enemy ship equipped with shields, choose your angle of attack wisely and direct your fire at the side where the shields are weakened or completely depleted. Note that an enemy's shields recover each round. The Rogue Trader's flagship is likewise protected by shields. The enemy attacks you from a side where the shields are weakened or depleted, the ship will take damage. The flagship's damaged shields do not recover at the start of the next turn. Instead, they can be restored using the Restart Shields action on the panel at the bottom of the screen. Restarting the shields reduces the flagship's combat efficiency. On the next turn, it will have reduced movement speed and firing range. So I shot, and then they had... I see. So they have shields that are weakened back here. Now, if I had positioned myself better, we could potentially have shot more in here. Yeah, I understand. I can maybe do a dorsal shot. And I can aim for the Can I aim for there? No, it's just saying I would hit there. Or I could hit there. Nice. Okay, and then the rest of them I can't hit with. Okay. End turn? Oh, right. I have to keep going? Ew. I see. I didn't realize I hadn't reached this. So it's like, if you start moving, you have to go a certain distance. Understand. Okay. So I might want to start by doing this. Cool. Then I would want to turn so that... Yeah, I think I want to do this. I want to do that. Unless I've got... Have I got a smaller turn? No, I don't think I do. Okay. Let's do a swing run. To here. So we're going to try and turn around. Yeah. I'm going to go here. Then we're going to fire our lance weapon at this thing. Nice. We don't have enough to hit this one. Okay. Although this one suggests that these guys will start moving next turn. Let's try it. So they then now get a turn in combat. Torpedoes. You fired a torpedo salvo. Torpedoes will appear next turn on the priority order. Once their turn begins, you'll be able to direct them. Your own torpedoes can pass through space occupied by your flagship without damaging it. As soon as the torpedoes reach a cell adjacent to any enemy, they explode. Enemy ships can attack your torpedoes and destroy them before they reach their target. One well-placed shot destroys one torpedo in a salvo. Okay. So, because we got 3 in a salvo here. I understand. So this thing's now moving. Ow. Okay, they've done a little damage. These things can now go over here. And explode. Nice. We did it! And that gets us ancient machinery. Repairing your ship. Enemy attacks can penetrate your shields and damage your ship's hull. This damage remains until after the battle is over and must be repaired once the voidship management... open the voidship management screen to make repairs to your ship. Use scrap to repair your ship and restore its hull integrity. Scrap can be found while exploring star systems. Collected after certain space battles or purchased from merchants. And we got some scrap there. Okay, cool. That seems neat. Yeah, I would like to repair. Let's do that. Okay, cool. Before we get much further, there is actually one other thing I want to do. I'm going to do a save here, just so we can come directly back. But, it was suggested we missed something in the previous episode. And I was thinking of a good moment to do it. And I think I want to do it before we land on Footfall. So let's do it now. So in the previous episode, which would be this one, there was a dialogue option about the star, and it apparently told us some interesting information that is not information that we currently have. So I actually want to go back and get that before we land on the planet. I did forget to do this at the start of the episode, but it makes sense to do it now, just before we move on with the story and advance things. So, there we go. It's actually perfect. So, there was that option which said, before we get started, I want to ask about the star. That's the option that I want to have a look at here, because that's the one that I think we potentially need to see the answer to, because it's not quite what I thought it was. Let's see. So, we get this cutscene, of which we're aware. That's fine. Does it spin around? And then... Right. Before anything else, I will hear an account of what happened to the system's sun. The Voxmaster falters. Lord Captain, we saw a number of ships approach the sun. Black creations of inhuman make. Amalgams of sharp angles and edges. They surrounded the star and then... My apologies, but I struggled to find words that could describe that terrible sight. The Xenos made the sun vanish into the void. The interrogator closes his eyes and grimaces. Drukhari. You see Abelard's expression change as if a shadow has suddenly fallen over him. He rubs his temples wearily. As if we did not have enough trouble on our hands already. The Xenos, enemies of humanity? A breed of the Eldari, the most cruel and devious of their kind. The design of their ships matches the description provided by the Voxmaster. Like all Xenos, the Drukhari are a blight on the face of the galaxy, but their technological superiority is indisputable. They abhor and fear warp sorcery, which is why they rely on creations of their twisted intellect, and many use those creations, or many of those creations are capable of things that may seem akin to sorcery to the unenlightened eye. The theft of a sun is one example of what they are capable of. Are there any Xenos in league with Aurora's cultists? We can rule out that possibility. The Drukhari would never ally themselves with the arch-enemy's worshippers. By the way, that's a new rumor that we don't have in the main run. So in the main run, our character is actually ignorant of information that we have just gained. Which is interesting. Anyway, if I had to name one thing that humanity and these Xenos have in common, be a shared loathing for warp corruption. The situation calls for immediate action, Malachi. We can continue this conversation later if you wish, but right now, I believe you should assume command. Okay, and that brings us directly back to where we asked these other questions. So the thing that we're missing is that rumor. I don't know how important it is whether we have the rumor or not, because the rumors are in theory just like things to get you to investigate other things. So maybe we will find something out somewhere else. Maybe we'll get a rumor from somewhere else. Maybe we'll just stumble upon something. But it could matter in terms of what our character knows at that moment. Anyway, I'm going to meet you back at the Koronus Expanse map, where we can then figure out where we're going next. Right, we're back at the map, and we need to figure out where we're going. Now, I'm probably just going to go straight to Footfall, but I just want to see what we have in our journal. Just to check, do we have anything in here? No, interestingly, we have nothing in our rumor section about that at all. So yeah, we know nothing about the, we know nothing at all about what happened to that sun. That's intriguing. I wonder if it's going to make any difference whatsoever. I think it could be cool. Anyway, I think I'm going to go straight for Footfall, although It did say that we had no... it said we had nobody in any of the positions when we're in combat, so I'm just wondering how we assign people to... Oh, posts, maybe. There we go. And then we can put people in different posts and they can do things. I don't know what things they can do, but that's fine. So this one requires persuasion, so Cassia should probably have it. Just see, this one requires demolition, so that's actually is only Argenta. Okay. What do we get from having her in there? Do we get this? Reloads all macro cannons that were fired during the acceleration phase? I think we probably do. Okay. Interesting. And it doesn't... There's nothing else here. Shield Master. Tech use. Well, I mean, that's going to be Pascal. That gives us an ability which it... Oh, it wasn't telling us, but there we go. Overloads the shields to disrupt enemy defenses. If the enemy has shields, they are moved to the opposite side from where the attack hits. If the enemy has a hollow field, it loses several of its charges. The pulse can also negatively impact Xenos technology. Okay. Cool. Master of Maneuvers. This one's athletics. Lore warp. I mean, that's actually probably us, weirdly. Even though we haven't... Although we wouldn't apply an ability. Oh, so that should probably be a Dira. Flows of the Imperium cause damage to enemy ships immediately... Flows of the Imperium cause an enemy ship to immediately turn 45 or 90 degrees depending on the ship's maneuverability. If a ship has suffered hull damage, this abrupt turn additionally deals damage equal to 15 to 20% of the ship's missing hull for a 45 degree turn and double that damage for a 90 degree turn. Cool, and what's your one? The flagship makes a shallow warp jump in a forward direction. Huh, interesting. Anyway, we'll put a Dira in here. Master of Etherics. See, that could be a Dira. Next gunshot gains 2 range. Guess that should be you, and then you should actually be in this position. Okay. Master of Maneuvers should be Abelard. Which gives us new heading, which allows us to turn, make its next turn at 90 degrees instead of the usual 45. Okay. That's fine. Then Supreme Commander is going to be Cassia, who also gives us as Wing Run, which is what we have already. Maybe they share a different cooldown? I'm not sure. Anyway. R1 would allow us to use both abilities of one selected post for 1 turn. Interesting. Okay. Oh, this allows you to upgrade things. I see. If you have 100 scrap, use the current ability once and hull integrity has no damage, then you can upgrade it. Oh. Is that because she has it and it's the role? I have no idea. I'm sure the game will give me a tutorial at some point, but okay. Oh, we got something in here as well. So, wait. So, common post abilities. So, we got torpedo control. I have no idea what... Are we leveling... Can we level up? Can we... What are we doing here? Are these just selected already? How do we level up? I have no idea. Yeah, I have no idea. This seems like the kind of thing a tutorial would be useful for. I can upgrade our RAM. I can upgrade our hull. Okay. I'm going to leave that. Maybe we'll get a tutorial in Footfall. That's my best guess. Let's head there then. It's kind of the obvious place to go. We're almost there. Hey, no random events. Okay, let's do a quick save. Wait for completion of the ship's inspection. Okay. Void dock. Sure. Is this the team I want? Do I want to take Cassia with us? Wait, I can't take Heinrichs because he's not a party member anymore. According to this. Well, I guess I will take Cassia then. Alright then. I do also need to level her up. Maybe I should have done that before landing. I don't know. Might have been sensible. Might have been. We'll see. We've also never used her in combat. So if we need to, I have no idea what I'm doing. Your lordship, forgive me for not welcoming you with the appropriate obstinance. We were told that you would prefer to arrive on Footfall incognito, and we were trying to attract as little attention as possible. I'm here on behalf of the Liege of Footfall, Lord Vladam Tokara. The Liege awaits the chance to speak with you at his residence, but if you happen to have other business to attend to, I can serve as your guide and tell you about the station. Cassia's lips curl slightly. This is so familiar. Behind the amber-coloured scattering of words of welcome, far less appealing hues lurk, murky and diluted, the look of someone accustomed to lying and hiding their intentions. Adira jerks her head, shakes it, and hisses through her teeth. Someone's coming. They're coming for us. Watch out, Lord Captain. Abelard sighs and casually places his hand on his weapon. Okay. Who's coming? Judging by the voices, there's a lot of them. Angry. They got teeth, but they aren't that sharp. Their strength is their numbers. Pray, what are you talking about? What could you mean by such cryptic She doesn't get to say the rest.
Hey, newcomers! How's this for a warm welcome?
Well, I guess we will be in combat.
Your arrogance will be your downfall.
Cassia's abilities. I told you we hadn't used her. Cassia is an officer in your ship's navigator. She strikes foes with energies of the warp and supports the party by making her allies stronger. Voice of Command is an officer ability that increases an ally's characteristics for 1 round and also allows the officer to use their other officer archetype abilities on that ally from any distance. The higher an officer's fellowship bonus is, the more the target's characteristics are increased. An officer can use Voice of Command again on the same ally after 2 rounds have passed since its first application. I think ours doesn't expire, from my memory, from a talent. I might be wrong. Bring It Down is an officer ability that lets them immediately pass the turn to an ally. The ally does not gain any movement points for this extra turn, but they do gain a number of action points depending on the officer's fellowship ability. If the ally is under the effective Voice of Command and destroys an enemy before the end of the officer's turn, the ally will be granted extra momentum for this kill. Lidless Stare is a unique damaging ability that assails all targets in a wide cone in front of the navigator with warp energies. This damage dealt by is based on the navigator's willpower bonus. All creatures targeted by this ability must pass a willpower or resistance test or become stunned. Okay. Also, can I level you up now? No. Okay. Thought I'd have a look. Where are we going to start combat? I kind of feel like we want to be starting combat somewhere like this, maybe? I don't know, we'll see. Somewhere like this seems good, though. Abelard? I kind of feel like you want to be here. Like, up front, but not quite in yet. Okay. Adira. You want to be back here with me. Somewhere. So probably that square. Argenta, you want to be quite far up. You want to be like there. Pascal, you want to be there. And then Cassia? I guess Cassia kind of wants to be here. Maybe we'll put her here for right now. Now we get to go first, being a grand strategist, and that lets us place these, right? Yeah. So I want to place this like here.
It's as good as done.
So that's the front line currently. Now I need to place the back line. So an area of 5x2 cells in the battlefield. The back line, again, cover efficiency, dodge, and dodge reduction. So that's kind of like there for us. I could do this. No, they can't overlap. Okay, that's going to be there. Good, so that gives Argenta the bonuses. And then rear, that's going to be on... I guess that's going to be here for right now. Cool. That's fine. Right. Then, we get to shoot. Well, there's some people we can straight up kill, so we kind of want to kill one of these guys. What about you? I can kill you. Okay.
Oh, if not me.
We just want to kill anyone who has a turn between our turns. Although there are 3 here that we could potentially get. Also looks, well, that looks great for Argenta, potentially. Right, for us, let's do joint analysis. Gives all of our people buffs. And then I'll just increase our cover efficiency for this turn. Right, Argenta. Fire. Just want to see what this one looks like. I think I prefer this for right now. Well, no, actually this has a better hit chance. Do it. I also should have had this one square over, but let's not worry about that.
Faith without deeds is worthless.
Okay, 1 down. Reload, because that's free.
I act.
Switch weapon. Fire.
This is unacceptable.
Run and gun.
Doubt is for the weak.
Who else gets turns? These guys do. Okay. Then fire at this one. Should trigger our versatility to get an extra stack, because we've now switched what we did.
I'll do it.
Revel in slaughter. And then should do this just to increase our resolve. Should remember to do that at the start of combats, but let's not worry about that. Okay. Bloodstained Amelia comes down here.
My ears are ringing.
Okay. That's fine. We're in melee range, so they shouldn't be able to shoot. Oh, never mind. Oh, it's a shotgun. I see. That's fine. Abelard. Your task is simple. Find somebody and charge them. I could take a step, go here. Yeah, I actually don't want to be where my front line is anymore. I kind of want to go... I do 2 steps in here. Okay, I kind of want to go like here, then like... I want to be in this square at the end. That's the problem. Why can I not get to that? I guess I can't path to that square for some reason. Could head over here potentially. Want to hit them. Okay. Could head back, but I think actually you should be fine with that. Could just go directly in here. Can I do this? Still doesn't get me to the square I want to be at, unfortunately. Here? No, I guess that allows me to hit this person. That's probably the best I'm getting.
A tactically sound approach. One of you target.
Nice. Okay. We then pivot to attack. We then give ourselves some temporary wounds. And end our turn. Now, Cassia. Cassia. Voice of Command allows us to give plus 17 to somebody's characteristics, which is quite nice. I'm fairly certain that these are forever stuff, thanks to a talent that we have. Hopefully not the unknown talent. Let's see. Finest hour, inspire courage, lasting impression. Half the bonuses remain until the end of combat. Yeah, that's it. Okay. That's what we were thinking. So let's go for voice of command. I could do voice of command to Adira, which would be quite nice. I could also do voice of command to Argenta, which would be really good because she is already stacking bonuses. Isn't this a job for the serfs? Okay. So she's already much stronger. You can then do bring it down, which would give them an extra turn, and she can then start firing on people. That seems good. Okay. Burst attack this time. Switch weapon. Burst attack. I got up to 70. Yeah, do that.
As the Emperor commands, I act.
Really?
Doubt is for the weak.
Really? Okay, well, at least our versatility went up. That's fine. Right to you. Glimpse of Fate. Character gets 30% hit chance on the next attack. Probably should have done that to you, huh? Yeah. I can also give people temporary wounds. Let's do Glimpse of Fate onto... Maybe I'll do that onto Pascal. Just because he's about to go next. Okay. Cool. These guys? Not really doing much to us. Oh, he's dodged. Interesting. Adira, this person has a turn. I would shoot them probably. Not sure what else we could do. Hunt down prey. So actually for this we can actually have a look at this. So that's a level 2. You're a level 4. Okay, and you see that's the bonuses that it's saying we would get here for killing. Okay. Yeah. Although we're not going to kill these guys anyway this turn, so it doesn't really... Oh, we could kill that one back there. Alright, let's mark you.
Anything else?
There we go. Then I'm going to shoot you.
But of course. Be gone.
Which gives us a bunch of temporary wounds, which is just nice to have. I can then be like, hey... This one I'm going to give extra stacks to, which will hopefully let Pascal kill them. Cool. I'm thinking something like move here, fire in their face, attack the other one. Oh, you can also see my I'm just wondering where I see the what's it called? Aiming for an opening stuff. So where can I see what side the opening's at? Oh, it must be this thing. I see. Interesting. Yeah, so we don't have anything we can use right now. I think moving up here, shooting you in the face, then attacking this way makes sense. Yeah, let's do that.
Calculated fury algorithm.
I'm going to put more stacks on
Request approved.
to increase our damage. There we go.
The Omnissiah vital function successfully terminated.
Nice. Seems good to me.
Pain and duty.
That's
go
fine.
hand
He still
in
has
hand.
temporary wounds. Okay. Oh, what are these guys doing? Oh, they're shooting at Abelard just kind of badly.
Brace yourself, Abelard.
Okay. Our turn. Well, I'm going to move frontline. Does it do anything to enemies? Yes. Okay, I'm going to move frontline here. Okay, you can only move one per thing, so that's fine. We just go for a kill. You go next. Okay. Let's put some of this on you. Just want to see how much damage we're doing now. Okay. Is that because you have armor? It is. Well, you have a lot of dodge as well. You know what? Let's do a dismantling attack on you.
You should feel honored to witness this.
Nice. So immediately makes them much weaker. Means that we're in a much better position to hit them. Let's do one of these. Increase our damage. Let's then go for a shot, which will then hit. Okay, it didn't. Let's then increase everybody else's damage. Wonderful. Right. Now I could do this. I just need to do a controlled shot first. Although, wait. I'm on non-burst. Oops. Whatever. Shoot. As in, I should be on non-burst for this shot.
Is a prayer.
There we go. Our versatility is now at 4 stacks, which now means that we're starting to deal extra damage with these things. Run and gun. I could run and gun and then shoot over there, potentially. Could run and gun up here and then shoot like that. That seems good.
Rejoice in battle. None can escape the Emperor's judgment.
Okay. Then retreat back here. Nice. Seems very good. Okay, we dodged. Could do the move backwards, charge in thing. Oh, I've got the same problem as before. Yeah. I was trying to yeah, it's not going to let me charge into that square. Unfortunately, no matter what I do. How about move here, mark as a sworn enemy. Then hit.
I will do my duty.
Nice. Then Increase our temporary wounds. That seems fine. Next up. You can move up. Well, when do you go next? Oh. Yeah. Could potentially give her another turn. She would just shoot with a normal attack. Yeah, let's use Voice of Command onto Adira, just so I use it on somebody.
If I may.
Just to increase stats. Then I'm going to use this on Argenta. She can then Revel and Slaughter if we want to. Revel and Slaughter, take a shot, maybe?
Faith without deeds is worthless.
Okay, so we're even more statted up. Shoot this one.
This is why I was chosen.
Okay. Just again, stacking up the versatility. That's fine. Which should be making our stats, yeah, look absolutely insane. You'll have to see it. I can then dash as well for free, which lets us get back into a better position.
I act.
Okay. Back to Cassia. I guess I could do this to you,
Me?
just to keep stacking.
If you insist, Lord Captain.
Okay. I just get bonus after bonus after bonus. We were the only person to be hit. That's pretty good. Right. In here, shoot him in the face. In here, do this, shoot him in the face.
Will do.
Could potentially hunt them as prey. That doesn't really get us anything, though. Yeah, shoot him in the face.
On it.
1 HP, huh? Alright. Just annoying, really. Could go for that. That seems good.
Running binaric override. Insignificant value.
Nice. Oh, and then shoot.
I am a savant of destruction.
Just to try and remove a target. I know it's a little bit of a waste of that move, but, you know, it's fine. Then, bonus.
My vow is to serve.
Good. Right. This one gets a turn. Nice dodge. Okay, these guys are moving, sort of.
That's gotta hurt.
That was a, you know, powerful hit. However, he has a lot of temporary wounds still. Okay. I can move things. I can move our backline, like... I don't know, I was thinking I can move it up here for her. Doesn't really get us a ton no matter where we move it, unfortunately. Maybe I move our backline.
Compromise my
I have no line of sight to that bit. Alright, there.
Done.
Okay. Then supply
I'll
some more
see to it
analyze enemy
personally.
stacks. Okay. It's almost there. Let's give ourselves a little extra oomph. There we go. It's not a kill, but it'll get us close enough. Right. Oh, increase
Who,
everybody
if
else's
not me?
damage. Right. Up here. Now, do you remember whether we used burst or normal fire last time? We used normal fire, so it's burst. Alright. Yeah, do that.
The enemies of the Emperor will be undone. Each strike is a prayer.
Okay.
Doubt is for
Run
the
and
weak.
gun. Over here. Switch. Shoot.
I will bathe this battlefield in righteous fury.
Well, that's annoying. Okay. What's your plan? Oh, use a desperate measure against us. Okay. Let's make sworn
Indeed.
enemy. Hit.
It will be done. Reduced to dust.
Nice. And then
Victory is imminent.
more temporary wounds. Wonderful. End turn. Cassia can then move forward. Maybe do a little voice of command on
Battlefields are
Applard.
always drowned in scarlet.
Okay. Followed by... Give Argenta
Isn't this
another
a job for
turn.
the serfs?
Okay. Can she hit these guys? I'm basically just firing in their general direction at this point, if I did that. There's 0 chance of hitting. Okay. Well, if there's 0 chance of hitting, then it's the same both ways, right? So, let's charge. And then, yeah, 0 chance of hitting. That's fine. Glimpse of Fate?
Me? If you insist, Lord Captain.
Okay. Adira, here. You can take a shot. Seems good to me.
I know what is to come.
2 down with 1 hit. Wow. Okay. Happy with that. Pascal, move up here. Okay. Why can I not use this?
My competencies are not that
Can it be used
universal.
again this turn? I haven't used it this turn. I don't think. Anyway, whatever. Our turn? Okay.
Another enemy down.
Seems straightforward to me.
I always have a backup plan.
Oh? The shivering young servant looks up at you with horror in his eyes. Emperor, protect me. They killed. Every time I warn them, and then they all go, Dear Emperor, Lord and Savior, how could this have happened? Who could have thought? Adira spits on the ground in annoyance. What was that? An attack right on the dock? Your lordship, those guys were Anvers. They're a gang. They're the worst, I'm telling you. They're scared of no one, not even Liege Tokara. He glances around as if expecting more bandits to appear. Does this kind of thing happen often around here? Shooting, yes. Attacks on nobles? Not very often, unless it's the Anvers. They're vicious. Not a week goes by without them killing and gutting somebody. They're wicked heretics. They respect nothing. They follow no rules. Go and report this to Liege. Yes, I'm sorry, your lordship. I'll go report this to Liege. They killed her. They killed my lady. Oh, this is terrible. Alright, well, got some new stuff here. None of which I think we need. Okay. Is that all the loot? I think it was all the loot. To see if there was anybody out of range. Don't think there was. Okay, well that's some welcoming party. Some welcoming party. Cassia? Time to level you up. On a completely different note. Now we were thinking Grand Strategist for her. Because it shares your, because it, you share the zones, and it's the highest intelligence bonus and fellowship bonus. So we'd be able to use her fellowship, which is kind of cool. I don't know if that's what we want to do, but anyway, what else have we got? Master Tactician, and then Vanguard. Have we seen Master Tactician? We probably have, yeah. Empowers their next attack to do X, gain stack of tactical advantage per momentum. Scaling with party success long-term single target buffs, momentum, versatility. Selects a 3x3 zone. All allies, including Master Tactician, have line of sight in that zone. Potentially not terrible as an idea. Like Master Tact, give us something different. Empowers their next attack to deal additional damage for each stack of tactical advantage the Master Tactician has. Tactical advantage, gain 1 stack of tactical advantage per 5 momentum gained in combat. Yeah, so you basically go and I can get 1 very powerful move. But if we were to do that with Lidless Stare AoE, I could see that being good. It would give us something different. I mean, I was thinking the Grand Strategist idea was cool. I'm also just thinking, I wonder whether you can just use intelligence instead of fellowship. Whether that would fix all your issues with that. Maybe. Like, I'm wondering whether instead of it being like intelligence and fellowship here, right? Instead of that being like it uses that, I'll just use intelligence or fellowship because they all scale off of both. I don't know if that's the case or not. I like the idea of being more of like taking a different path, so let's just choose a different path. Which might not be sensible, but it's what we've done. It's locked in now. There's no way we could possibly undo that. Right. So she's now leveled up with her new archetype.
Color the uncolored.
Which now gives her press the advantage, which is kind of cool. Also, we gain a ton of momentum in combat thanks to things like her momentum gaining stuff.
Turn all to decay.
Through this, you know, there's things that we can do. Anyway, I think what we're gonna do is we're going to end the episode there. Thank you very much for watching. Next time, we start our adventures on Footfall. Also, very much without Heinrich, so I guess we're going to have to figure that out at some point. But yeah, thank you very much for watching. I'll see you next time. Goodbye.